Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. Let's continue our study of Sri Jaiva Dharma by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahashaya. And we will be beginning chapter 9, entitled Nitya Dharma, Material Science and Civilization. Let us begin with our Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadādhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, we will be trying something different today for chapter 9. I have been making PowerPoint presentations and doing it, but then I cannot see all of you. And then it's not, if I cannot see all of you, then my weakness is that I feel sleepy and I don't feel it is interactive. So I have not made PowerPoint presentation. All of you have the book, and those of you who do not have, you can contact me personally and I will send it to you in the PDF form. So I would like to read from the book and share with all of you. So that way I can see all of you, and I'm going to put it in the gallery mode also, so I can actually see all of you. Those of you who keep your video on, thank you for keeping it real and interactive. So chapter 9 of Jaiva Dharma, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahashaya has entitled it Nitya Dharma, Material Science and Civilization. And all of you remember Lahiri Mahashaya? Raise your hands if you remember Lahiri Mahashaya. So he was a very aristocratic, very learned scholar. He came to Godrum Dweep, associated with Sri Premdas Paramahamsa Babaji Maharaj, Sri Vaishnadas Babaji Maharaj. And by their association, by their blessings, he became very enlightened. And he was a classical singer also. Remember, he used to sing for Pratishtha. But by singing Kirtan for the pleasure of devotees, he became purified and then became very great. So now, let us read about Sri Lahiri Mahashaya. The chapter begins with his description. Sri Lahiri Mahashaya lived in the association of the Vaishnavas in Sri Godrum Dweep for 3 or 4 years. You remember how he used to chant at least 64 rounds every day? He would eat very simple prasad. He would do Nam Sankirtan with the devotees. He would hear Hari Katha every day, living in the Dham. And he lived like that for 3 or 4 years continuously. You can imagine living with Shri Premdas Paramahamsa Babaji Maharaj, living with Shri Vaishnadas Babaji Maharaj, day in and day out. You're doing bhajan with them in a holy place, no contact with anybody else. So spiritual advancement becomes very rapid. Our Vaishnava Acharyas who live outside the Dham are very great. And the Vaishnava Acharyas who live in the Dham, they are also very great. There is a special potency of living in the Dham. And actually, my Guru Maharaj says, Vrindavan is where you are serving your spiritual master. And those devotees who live in Shri Vrindavan Dham and serve their spiritual master, like Shripad Ayendra Prabhu, they make very special spiritual advancement. There's a special potency of residing in the Dham. And therefore, many of our Guru Varga, they live in Shri Vrindavan Dham or Shri Navadvip Dham. It is a fact. Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavat Shravana Mathuravasa Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevana. Mahaprabhu is saying the highest praman, that there is special potency in living in the Dham. So Lahiri Mahashaya had that good fortune of living in the Dham for 3 to 4 years with that type of dincharya, that type of daily schedule. What was the result? Thus, his heart became fully pure, completely pure, nirmal. At all times, he chanted Harinam. While eating, walking, sitting, before sleeping, after rising, he would keep chanting Harinam. Khaite, shuite, yathadatha naam le, deshkal niyam nahi, sarva siddhi hai. So, he wore simple clothes and did not even use any chappal or shoes. He would walk barefoot like one lives in the Dham. So no footwear and very simple clothes. What he used to wear is amazing. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur will describe now. He wore simple clothes and did not have any footwear. He had relinquished his pride in his caste, that I am Brahman, I am this, I am that. All that pride he gave up. Naham Vipro, Nacha Narapatir, Napi Vaishyo na Shudro, Naham Varni Nacha Grihapatir, no Vanasto Yatirva, Kintu Prodyan Nikhila Paramananda Purnamritate, Gopi Bhartur Pada Kamalayor, Das, Dasanudas. Param Pujya Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, in one book, he has glorified all the disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And he gives introduction to many of the prominent disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Prabhupada. And he says, this devotee was born in this holy city. This devotee was born in this very high-class Brahman family. And for where generations, it was very pure Brahman family, like that he describes. And for our Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, Srila Narayan Maharaj writes, he was born in the family of pure devotees. He was born in the family of pure devotees. And Srila Narayan Maharaj says, that is the most fortunate birth, where we are born, not Brahman family, not Kshatriya family, nothing, not rich family, not poor family, not Bengali family, not North Indian family, not South Indian family, no, devotee family. Writes, Srila Prabhupada was born, Swami Maharaj was born, he appeared in the family of pure devotees. Shri Gaur Mohan De, Srimati Rajni Devi. And that is the greatest fortune. Once during Kartik month in Atlanta, we go to different devotees' homes and we do Damodar Ashtakam. And most of them are not really congregation devotees, but pious Hindus who want to do something good in Kartik. So they invite. And from the temple we go. So many years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago, I could not go to Shri Vrindavan Dham in Kartik because of my visa. So I stayed back in Atlanta, and we were supposed to go to the home of one Hindu, pious Hindu, for Damodar Ashtakam in the month of Kartik. And our temple president, Vedasar Prabhu, and Shweta Saru Prabhu, they reached before me. And they started doing kirtan. And when I arrived, the kirtan was already going on. And it was so sweet with harmonium, kartal, mridang, just 3-4 devotees, all Bengali, with their Bengali accent, singing very beautiful Harinam, very beautiful Vaishnav bhajans. And it was just so beautiful that after the program, I told Vedasar Prabhu that, Prabhuji, I think now I know why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chose to appear in Bengal. He didn't appear in Maharashtra. Chirayu Prabhu, he didn't appear in Gujarat. Satyarama Mataji, he did not appear in Bangalore. He appeared in Bengal. I said, now I know, because Mahaprabhu's movement is Nam Sankirtan. And you Bengalis, you sing so nicely, so sweetly. You have such sweet voice. Srila Bhakti Charu Maharaj, mesmerizing kirtan. So sweetly he sings. So I said, that's why Mahaprabhu came in, appeared in Bengal, so that he could use all of you Bengalis with your sweet voice in Harinam Kirtan. And Vedasar Prabhu immediately replied, no. That's not why Mahaprabhu came in Bengal. That's not why Mahaprabhu appeared in our state, Bengal. Mahaprabhu is Patita Pavan, and he knows we are Bengalis are very Patit. Therefore, to deliver us, he came in Bengal. So this is the beauty of a devotee. This is the heart of a Vaishnava. They're always very humble. So to be born in a Vaishnava family is the greatest benediction. So Sri Lahiri Mahashaya, he relinquished his pride in his caste and completely he gave it up. And then what would happen? As soon as he saw a Vaishnava, he would immediately offer Dandavat Pranam. So we are discussing the life of Lahiri Mahashaya, how he was living in Shri Godrumdvi. Anytime he would see a Vaishnava, now listen to this. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahashaya is describing. As soon as Lahiri Mahashaya saw a Vaishnava, he would offer him Dandavat Pranam and forcibly take the dust from his feet. Many times devotees ask, Lena chahiye, nahi lena chahiye? Should we go and touch the lotus feet of senior Vaishnava? Well, we see both the things in Shastra. You look at Kalidas, you look at Lahiri Mahashaya, there is Praman. If you have that Shraddha, you have that respect and faith, that no matter wherever you see a devotee, you immediately bow down to them, Dandavat Pranam. Then I think you have the Adhikar. If you have that Shraddha, if you have that pure heart, then you can take dust from their lotus feet. So he would forcibly take dust from the lotus feet. He would seek out pure Vaishnavas. That is important. We should not just take dust from anybody's feet. We have to be a little careful. Only the pure devotees we should take. So he would seek out pure Vaishnavas and he would honor the remnants of their meals. He would eat their uchishta also. He would see who is a pure Vaishnava, who is Chantir Avyartha Kalatvam Viraktir Mana Shunyata Ashabadha Samutkantha Nama Gane Sadaruchi. He would go and take their uchishta. Bhakta Pada Dhuli, Bhakta Pada Jal, Bhakta Bhukta Avashesh, Teen Mahabal. Lahiri Mahashaya's sons came to Godrumdvip from time to time, but when they understood the mood of their father, they departed quickly, not daring to propose that he should come home with them. To look at Lahiri Mahashaya now, one would certainly take him to be a Vaishnava Babaji. He was living like a Babaji. From the philosophy of the Vaishnavas of Shri Godrumdvip, Shri Lahiri Mahashaya had understood that the essential principle is genuine detachment within the heart. Antare nishtha karo bahya lok vyavhar. Detachment in the heart and not the adoption of external dress of renunciation. One devotee was asking spiritual master that, now that I'm initiated, I have got nice clothes, taka-tak, colorful clothes, very attractive clothes, expensive clothes. पहले बहुत शौक था मुझे अच्छे कपड़े collect करने का. I used to go to the best boutique and buy clothes. Every birthday I used to buy new clothes. I had this habit. So I have got a large collection of clothes. But now I'm initiated, अभी मुझे लज्जा आती है उसका कपड़े पहनने को. They are so gaudy. You wear them and everybody says, "अरे झटाक कपड़े एकदम बहुत ही colorful है." So what to do, Maharaj? What do I do with those clothes? I have all those clothes. So Guru Maharaj said that you wear them with detachment. Now don't go and buy a new wardrobe. Now I'm going to buy white clothes. Don't go and buy 8 sets of white clothes. Whatever you have, you wear them, but wear with detachment. Don't waste those clothes. Just wear them now. You have them, just wear them. And Maharaj said it's good. Devotees will think you are a materialist. Good for your false ego. So he understood that Antaranishtha Bahya Lok Vyavhar, Achirata Krishna Tama Karive Uddhar. In order to minimize his needs, he followed the example of Srila Sanatana Goswami. Such a beautiful example. This is such a beautiful example. Please listen now. This is simply nectar to the ears. What Srila Sanatana Goswami did. Mandalapati, you're such a rich person. He took one dhoti. He took one dhoti, tore one strip, this thick, from chest to chest, itna thick. One strip, ekdam patla, aisa, 2 finger thick. 2 finger thick ties around the waist. The thicker strip, it goes as your kopin to cover the private parts. Then one is markin. You just like a South Indians wear lungi, but not the full lungi with border and all that. Not like that. Simple cloth, almost like a gamcha, almost like a towel. You will wrap around your lower body. Just wrap it around. That's called markin. And the remaining piece of cloth, you take it as uttariya to cover your upper body. One dhoti, you have got full dress. 2 strips of cloth for underwear. One cloth, not as a dhoti, just as a markin, and one strip of cloth like a shawl or chadar to cover the upper body. One dhoti में पूरा dress हो गया. उसी में नहाओ, राधा कुंड में, यमुना में, उसमें स्नान करो. वो सूर्य देव will dry it. Dvadashaditya til. You are feeling cold, go and stand there. Surya Dev will dry you, warm you, and you just keep doing bhajan. So such a simple life. Shri Sanatana Goswami's example. What? And tore one piece of cloth into 4 strips to use as his garments. Nonetheless, he still wore his sacred thread around his neck because come from Brahman Parivar. So he maintained his Yajnopavit. Whenever his sons wanted to give him some money, he would reply, I will not accept even a single kaudi from materialists. Vishayira anna khaila, dushta hai man. Dushta mane nahi hai, Krishna rasmaran. Sri Chandrasekhar, his eldest son, once brought him 100 rupees for a festival to feed the Vaishnavas. But Sri Lahiri Mahashaya remembered the example of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Govardhan Majumdar, Hiranya Majumdar also sent money. Sri Lahiri Mahashaya did not accept the money from his son. One day, Sri Premdas Paramahams Babaji Maharaj said, Lahiri Mahashaya, you are now free from all traces of non-Vaishnava behavior. Even though we have accepted Bhesh, we have accepted the vows of renunciation, Babaji Bhesh, we can still learn so much from you, Lahiri Mahashaya, about renunciation. See the humility of Sri Premdas Paramahams Babaji Maharaj. He's saying, Lahiri Mahashaya, from you, we can learn about renunciation. Maybe his bhav is that हमें तो हमारे पुत्रों ने 100 rupees नहीं भेजे जिन्हें हमें जिसे हमने ठुकराया. But look at Lahiri Mahashaya. He has access to this wealth and still he is rejecting it. He is greater than us. Vaishnava Gunagrahi. You need only accept a Vaishnava name for everything to be complete. You are already initiated by Sri Vaishnadas Babaji Maharaj into chanting Harinam. Your name is Lahiri Mahashaya. Thoda aapka naam will give you a little Bhagavatik naam that will make things perfect. Shri Lahiri Mahashaya replied, Pujya Shri Premdas Paramahams Babaji Maharaj, you are my Param Guru. Please do as you see fit. Shri Premdas Paramahams Babaji Mahashaya said, Lahiri Mahashaya, your residence, your hometown is Shri Shantipur. So from today, your name will be Shri Advaita Das. Shri Advaita Das Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Lahiri Mahashaya fell in prostrate obeisances and accepted the mercy of his new name. From that day on, everyone called him Shri Advaita Das, and they referred to the kutir in which he resided and performed his bhajan as Shri Advaita Kutir. Shri Advaita Das had a childhood friend named Digambar Chattopadhyay, who had earned vast wealth and reputation by performing important services in the Muslim royal administration of Bengal. When Digambar Chattopadhyay attained seniority, he reached the age of retirement. He retired from his government post and returned to his village of Ambika Kalna. There he heard that his childhood friend, Lahiri Mahashaya, had renounced his house and was now living in Shri Godrum Dweep under the name Shri Advaita Das and was spending his time chanting Harinam. Hi. Digambar Chattopadhyay was a dogmatic worshipper of goddess Durga, and he would block his ears with his hands if he so much as heard the name of a Vaishnava. He didn't even want to hear the name of a Vaishnava. He was a pakka Durga Bhakta. When he heard about the downfall, about the fall down of his beloved childhood friend, Lahiri, he said to his servant, Vamandas, arrange for a boat immediately, and I will go straight to Godrum Dweep. The servant quickly hired a boat and reported back to his master. Digambar Chattopadhyay was very astute. He was a scholar of the Tantra Shastras and was highly skilled in the ways of Muslim civilization. His knowledge of Farsi and Arabic language forced even Muslim scholars and teachers to admit defeat at his hands. And he would leave any Brahman scholar dumbfounded by his expertise in arguing the Tantra Shastras, not Bhakti Shastras, Tantra Shastras. And not the Sattvic Tantras, not Narad Pancharatra and all, other Tamasic Tantras. He had acquired a significant reputation in Delhi. Heli, smelly Delhi, Sripad Ayandar Prabhu would say. He had acquired a reputation in Delhi, Lucknow, and other cities. And in his spare time, he had written a book called Tantra Sangraha, a compendium on the Tantra, in which he displayed his extensive learning through his commentaries on the shlokas. Digambar Chattopadhyay took his Tantra Sangraha with him and got onto the boat in a fiery mood. Within 6 hours, they arrived from Ambika Kalna to Shri Godrum, where Digambar instructed an intelligent man to go to Shri Advaita Das, while he himself remained on his boat. Digambar's messenger found Shri Advaita Das sitting in his kutir, Shri Advaita Kutir, chanting Harinam, and he offered pranam to him. Who are you and why have you come? Inquired Shri Advaita Das. The man replied, I have been sent by the Venerable Digambar Chattopadhyay. He asks whether Kalidas Lahiri Mahashaya still remembers him or whether he has forgotten him. Now, Lahiri Mahashaya's name was Kalidas also. First name was Kalidas. Does he remember him or whether he has forgotten him? Shri Advaita Das asked rather eagerly, where is Digambar? He is my childhood friend. How could I possibly forget him? Has he now adopted Vaishnava Dharma? Immediately, has he become a devotee? The man said, he is sitting in a boat at the riverside. I cannot say whether he is a Vaishnava or not. Shri Advaita Das said, why is he at the riverside? Why doesn't he come to my kutir? When the messenger heard these inviting words, he left to inform Digambar, who arrived at Shri Advaita Kutir within an hour, accompanied by a few other gentlemen. Digambar had always been a generous man at heart, and now he became overwhelmed with joy when he saw his old friend. He embraced Shri Advaita Das and sang a song that he had composed himself. O Mother Kali, who in the three worlds can fathom your pastimes? Kali, tomar lila khela ke jane, ma tribhuvane. O Kali Ma, who can know your lila in all the three worlds? Sometimes you take the shape of a man, Sometimes that is a woman. And sometimes you appear in battle in a ferocious mood. Kabu purush, kabi nari. Kabu matta ho gor rane. Sometimes as Lord Brahma, you create the universe. Brahma hai shrishti kare. As Lord Shiva, you destroy it. Shrishti nash hai hara. And as Lord Vishnu, you pervade the universe. Vishnu hai Vishwavyapi. And you maintain all living entities as Lord Vishnu. Pala Goma Sarvajane. As Shri Krishna, you appear in Vrindavan. Krishna Rupe Vrindavane. And wander from forest to forest playing the flute. Vamshi Bajao Vane Vane. Then again, you appear in Navadvip as Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Abar Gaura hai Navadvipe. And what do you do as Shri Gaura? You intoxicate everyone with the chanting of Shri Harinam. Matao Sabe Sankirtane. Shri Advaita Das offered Digambar Chattopadhyay a seat made of leaves. Simple. Seat made of leaves. Saying, come in, my brother, come in. It has been such a long time since we last met. Shri Advaita Das offered Digambar Chattopadhyay a seat made of leaves. And Digambar sat on the seat, expressing his affection with tears. Digambar had tears in his eyes. And he said, my brother Kalidas, where shall I go? Now you have become renunciant. Are, you don't care for the devas or for your religious duties as a Brahmana? I came from Punjab filled with so much hope. But our boyhood friends, they have all died. They have all gone. Pesha, Pagla, Khenda, Girish, Ishe, Pagla, Dhanuva, Kele, the carpenter, and Kanti Bhattacharya, they have all passed away. Now only you and I remain. I thought I could sometimes cross the Ganga and meet you in Shantipur, and you could sometimes cross the Ganga and visit me in Ambika Kalna. We could have spent whatever time remains to us singing together and studying the Tantra Shastra. Alas, fate has dealt me a cruel blow. You have become a worthless heap of cow dung, of no use in this life or the next. You have become a Vaishnava. Chhi, tell me how this downfall has happened to you. Hare Krishna. Shri Advaita Das could see that his boyhood friend, Digambar, was most undesirable company. Remember this. Those who are not devotees, they are undesirable companies. Nahi chahiye aisa sang. Undesirable company. And he began to devise a way of escaping his company. Kaise isko bhagaya? Thinking like this, he said, brother Digambar, do you remember that day in Ambika Kalna when we were playing Gulli Danda and we reached that old tamarind tree? Remember that old tamarind tree? Imli ka ped, imli khatti, meethe beer. You remember? You were playing? इस जंगल में हम दो शेर भजो हरी हो जाएगी देर. Digambar said, yes, I remember. Very clearly, I remember. It was the tamarind tree just next to Shri Gauridas Pandit's house, correct? Gaur Nita used to sit underneath that tree, the tamarind tree. Shri Advaita Das said, yes, brother, yes, that tree only. Remember, as we were playing, you said, don't touch that tamarind tree. Don't touch that tamarind tree. Aunt Sachi's son, he's calling Shachi Mata auntie. Aunt Sachi's son used to sit here. And if we touch this tree, we will become renunciants. That Nimai took sannyas, we will also take sannyas if we touch Nimai's tree. So don't touch this tree. You know, all these superstitions people have. Digambar said, fine, yes, I remember it well. I noticed, Ray, that you had this very special affection towards Vaishnavism, towards Vaishnavas. And I said, you will fall into Gauranga's trap. Shri Advaita Prabhu says, brother, that has been my nature. I had always had a leaning towards the Vaishnavas. At that time, I was only on the verge of falling into Gauranga's trap. But now I have actually fallen in. I have actually fallen in. Yasyaham anugranami harishyata dhanam shanay. Digambar says, you have fallen. Arre, take my hand. Come out. It is not good to remain in trap. Come, take my hand. I will pull you out of Gauranga's trap. Shri Advaita Prabhu says, brother, I am very happy in this trap. I pray to remain in Gauranga's trap forever. Just you touch this trap once and see for yourself how you feel. Digambar said, I have seen everything. It seems like happiness in the beginning, but in the end, you will see it is just deception. Shri Advaita Das says, and what about the trap that you are in? Do you expect to obtain great happiness in the end? Don't delude yourself. Digambar says, look, we are the attendants of goddess Mahavidya, Durga. We enjoy happiness now, and we will also enjoy it in the hereafter. You think that you are happy now, but I don't see that you are happy at all. Furthermore, there will be no limit to your suffering in the end. I cannot understand why anyone becomes a Vaishnava. You see, we enjoy eating meat and fish, and we are well dressed, and we are more civilized than you Vaishnavas. We enjoy all the happiness that material science affords, whereas you are deprived of all these things, and ultimately you will not even gain deliverance. You will not even get liberation. Shri Advaita says, why, brother? Why do you claim that there will be no deliverance for me in the end? Digambar says, no one, not even Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu or Lord Shiva can ever obtain mukti if they are indifferent to Mother Nistarini, Durga Devi. Jai Mata Di. Mother Nistarini, she who grants deliverance, is the primordial power. She manifests Brahma. She manifests Vishnu. She manifests Mahesh. And after that, she maintains them by her active potency, Karya Shakti. When that mother desires, everything re-enters into her womb, which is the vessel that contains the entire universe. Have you ever worshipped the mother to invoke her mercy? Shri Advaita Prabhu says, is Mother Nistarini a conscious entity or is she inert matter? When somebody comes and argues with us philosophically, remember this. When someone comes and argues with you philosophically, first probe them. Ask them questions about their own philosophy. And when you start asking them questions, they themselves will realize what a bogus philosophy they are espousing to. Digambar says, Mother Nistarini is consciousness personified, and she possesses independent will. It is by her desire alone that jivas are created, spirit is created. Shri Advaita Prabhu says, what is Purush and what is Prakriti? Can you explain? What is Purush and what is Prakriti? Digambar says, Vaishnavas engage only in bhajan. They have no knowledge of fundamental philosophical truths. Although Purush and Prakriti manifest as two phenomena, they are actually one, like the two halves of a chickpea, chana. If you take the outer skin off the chickpea, then there are two halves. But if the outer skin remains intact, then there is only one chickpea. Purush is conscious and Prakriti is inert. When the conscious and the inert merge into one undifferentiated substance, it is known as Brahman. Shri Advaita said, is your mother Prakriti female or is she Purush, male? Digambar. Sometimes she is female and sometimes she is male. Shri Advaita. So, if Purush and Prakriti are like two halves of a chickpea covered by a skin, which is the mother and which is the father? Digambar. Are you making philosophical inquiries? Wow! I never knew you were so intelligent. Excellent, excellent. We are well acquainted with the truth. The fact is that the mother is Prakriti, matter, and the father is Chaitanya, consciousness. Shri Advaita asks, and who are you? Digambar replies, Pasha Baddho Bhavet Jiva, Pashu Mukta Sadashiva. When I'm Baddha, I'm Jiva. When I'm Mukta, I become Sadashiv. When one is bound by the ropes of Maya, one is a Jiva. And when one is released from those bonds of Maya, one is Lord Sadashiv. There is one person very famous in India. Now he has his own kingdom, own country. And he says, I am Sadashiva. Jai Ho. Shri Advaita Prabhu. So are you spirit or are you matter? Digambar. I am spirit and mother is matter. When I am bound, she is mother. When I become liberated, when I become Sadashiv, she will become my wife. Look at the bogus philosophy. We only have to ask them questions, probe them. We'll come to know their bogus philosophy. Shri Advaita. Oh, splendid, splendid, splendid. Now the whole truth is exposed without any doubt. The person who is your mother now will become your wife later. Where did you guess this philosophy from? Digambar. Brother, I am not like you, simply wandering here and there saying, Vaishnava, Vaishnava. I have acquired this knowledge by associating with innumerable perfected, liberated sannyasis, brahmacharis and tantrics. And by studying the Tantra Shastras day and night, if you wish, I can also make you fit for understanding this knowledge. Hare Krishna. Shri Advaita Das thought to himself, what a ghastly misfortune. But loudly he said, very well, please explain one idea to me. What is civilization and what is material science? What is, you said you can enjoy Prakritik Vidnyan, all the facilities afforded by Prakritik Vidnyan, science, modern civilization you enjoy. What is Prakritik Vidnyan? What is modern science, material science? And what is Sabhyata? What is civilization? Digambar says, civilization means to speak courteously in a cultured society, to dress oneself in a respectable and pleasing manner, and to eat and conduct oneself in a way that is not repugnant to others. You do none of these things. You are listening now? Civilization means to speak nicely, courteously, dress nicely, manners should be very pleasing, eat with nice fork and spoon, and conduct oneself very uptight and nice. And you, Vaishnavas, you do none of these things. Shri Advaita says, why do you say that? Now imagine this. Digambar his name is Digambar, but he's wearing nice clothes. He's wearing very expensive silk clothes probably. And our Shri Advaita Mahashay, he's simply wearing the dress of Shri Sanatana Goswami, Babaji Vesh. So he's saying, you don't do any of these things. Digambar says. So Babaji Maharaj asks, why are you saying like that? Digambar says, you are distinctly unsociable, for you do not mingle with others. Kudir bana ke baithe ho idhar. The Vaishnavas have never learned what it means to please others with sweet words. As soon as they lay eyes on anyone, they command him, chant Harinam. But kya kare? Mahaprabhu ne bola hai, jare dekho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. What is our fault? Why? Is there no other civilized discussion? Whoever you see, you command them, chant Harinam, chant Harinam. Is there no other topic of discussion? Anyone who sees your dress will not be inclined to let you sit in an assembly. You wear a loincloth, markin, a peculiar tuft of hair on the top of your head, and a garland of wooden beads around your neck. What kind of outfit is this? And you eat only potatoes and roots. You are not at all civilized. Shri Advaita Das determined that if he were to start a quarrel and Digambar went away angered, it would be a great relief. So he said, does your type of civilized living give you the opportunity to attain a higher destination in the next life? Digambar, culture does not in itself grant one a higher destination in the next life, but how can society be elevated without culture? Culture will not give me a higher destination in the next life, but society is elevated by culture. If society is elevated, then one can endeavor for progress in other planets. Shri Advaita Babaji says, brother, I may say something if you will not become angry at me. Can I say something if you don't become angry? Digambar says, you are my childhood friend. I would give up my life for you. See, this is culture. to speak very sweetly. Oh, I can give my life for you. I remember one patient I had, she was speaking so sweetly to me. So sweetly to me. I entered her room, and first thing she said was, Dr. Deshmukh, I love your eyes. You have got such beautiful. I said, eyes? People say I don't even have eyebrows. They think I've got button eyes. She said, Dr. Deshmukh, you have such beautiful eyes. Acha? Yes. And then she said, your skin is glowing. What do you do? And I was actually thinking, oh, really? Nobody thinks my skin is glowing. You're the first person to tell me. So I was listening. I said, I don't know. I don't know what I do. So she said, she spoke very sweetly to me that you have such nice, Dr. Deshmukh, this perfume is so nice. You have put, oh, it's so nice. I was saying, oh my God, what is this? What is going on? I started feeling uncomfortable. And then she said, you know, Dr. Deshmukh, I have run out of my pain medicines. My previous doctor, they used to prescribe oxycodone for me, but I've just moved to Georgia from another state. So can you give me a month's supply of oxycodone? I said, Acha, let me look at the Georgia State Drug Monitoring Program. This is built into our Epic. So I looked at it and it showed red flags. She had gone to multiple providers in the last couple of weeks to get her oxycodone. What they do is they sell. Oxycodone sells for $1 per milligram. If it's a 10 milligram pill, it's $10. You give them 30 pills, 30 times 10. It's $300 just for a free prescription that you get, which is a lot of money. So anyway, then I realized why she's speaking so sweetly. And then I said, let me look into this. And as I was walking out, she loudly said, Dr. Deshmukh, I love you. Excuse me, what did you say? So, Dr. Deshmukh, I love you. You're such a great doctor. Can I leave your review? Your bedside manners, you are so professional. I said, okay. Just wait. No need to leave review. I don't have any practice. I am just a hospital employee. And then, finally I conveyed to her that I'm sorry. As a hospitalist, I cannot give you a month's supply. I cannot prescribe. It's between you and your primary care physician. But then I understood what are these sweet words. Your eyes are beautiful. Your perfume is beautiful. This is Madhuram, Madhuram, Madhuram. She was saying a Madhurashtakam for me. But the purpose was she wanted oxycodone. She wanted her pain medicines. Drug addict. So this is Sabhyata. Look at how Digambar is talking. You are my childhood friend. I would give up my life for you. Arey bhai, give up your nonsense philosophy. I can give up my life for you. How can I not tolerate whatever you have to say? I am fond of courtesy. Even if I become angry, my words remain very sweet. Mahabharata says, the words of a politician, materialist, they are like butter. But their heart is like a razor. And sadhu, the tongue is like a razor. They will chastise, datenge. But their heart is soft like butter. Mahabharata says this. So, the more a man can conceal his inner feelings, the more cultured he is considered to be. The more one can conceal his inner feelings, the more cultured he is considered to be. You have to conceal your inner feelings, then you are more cultured. I remember when I was new in this country, I went first day for my pediatric rotation, and it was in a hospital where I did not normally worked. It was a pediatric hospital where we only went for few rotations. And I had a lot of trouble finding the parking, finding the place where I was supposed to work, the floor where I was supposed to work, and I got lost in the hospital. So I showed up for the first shift 15 minutes late. So my senior resident, under whom I was supposed to work, he asked me, so it's 6:15, you are supposed to be here at 6 in the morning. I said, I'm really sorry, doctor. I got lost. I could not find my way. So he said, if I was you, probably I would leave home maybe 15-20 minutes earlier than you did. I said, okay. I was new in the country. I was okay. But then there was another colleague with me. He said, when someone says in America, well, if I was you, I would do this. That's in India, they would say, Abbe, kal se 15 minute jaldi nikal. Late nahi aane ka. Here they will say it in a very polite way. If I was you, I would probably leave 15 minutes earlier. What he actually meant was, from tomorrow, leave 15 minutes earlier, don't be late. Like that. So here Digambar is saying, the more one can conceal inner feelings, the more cultured one is considered to be. Advaita said, our Sri Advaita Babaji says, Digambar, human life is very short, and there are many disturbances in human life. In this brief span of life, the only duty of humanity is to worship Sri Hari with simplicity. That is the only dharma. Savai pumsam paro dharmo, yato bhakti radho. There is no other dharma. Studying the ways of material civilization and culture is simply deceiving the soul. What is our civilization going to do? What is our so-called culture going to do? I have understood that the word sabhyata, civilization, is simply another name for civil deception. A human being remains simple as long as he adheres to the path of truth. When he adopts the path of dishonesty, he desires to appear civilized and to please others by sweet words. But internally, he remains addicted to deception and wicked deeds. Our Siddhanta is antare nishtha karo bahya lok vyavhar. And the material civilization is antare lok vyavhar bahya dikhao nishtha. We are very nice, we have a lot of sabhyata, but internally you do all nonsense. Internally remains addicted to deception and wicked activities. What you describe as sabhyata, civilization, has no good qualities, because truthfulness and simplicity are really the only good qualities. Saralta hi Vaishnava. In modern times, civilization has come to mean keeping one's depravity concealed within. Chupa ke rakho apne feelings ko. Internalize, and then go see a psychiatrist, because you are so, you have internalized it for such a long time that now you are depressed. The word sabhyata literally means fitness to participate in a sabha or in a virtuous assembly. In reality, civilization that is free from sin, civilization that is free from deception, is only found among the Vaishnavas. Non-Vaishnavas very much appreciate civilization that is saturated with sin. The civilization that you speak of is not related to the Nitya Dharma of the Jiva. You know, there are places where people go drink alcohol and watch naked women dancing. You know what it is called? Gentleman's Club. Is it Gentleman's Club? No, it is Lusty People's Club, but it is called Gentleman's Club. This is what Babaji Maharaj is saying. The civilization you speak of is not related to Nitya Dharma. It is civilization saturated with sin. उसको अच्छे bottle में cover किया है. Under there is stool and urine. It's a nice champagne bottle with ribbon and everything, cork and everything, nice cover. But inside there is stool and urine and vomit. If civilization means to adorn oneself in stylish clothes, to appeal to others, to impress others, now listen to this. Babaji Maharaj is saying realization. This is the words of a sadhu. Sadhu's tongue is like a razor, but heart is like a makhan, soft. Santa Hriday Navanita Sam, Goswami ji has said. So listen to this. If civilization means to adorn oneself in stylish clothes and to look attractive to others, then prostitutes are more civilized than you are. है ना? वही अगर सभ्यता है, to look attractive, put nice makeup, dress nicely. The only requirement for clothing is that it should cover the body and it should be clean and free from unpleasant odor. My Guru Maharaj has put this in the Vaishnava Etiquette manual of ISKCON. Shri Radha Gopinath Mandir, Vaishnava Etiquette. It's available PDF. Anybody wants, you can let me know. I can give it to you. It's a very good book. I feel every ISKCON devotee should read that book. उसमें सब basics है. Very nice things. How to offer obeisances. Small things. How to do arti at home. How to sit in Bhagavatam class in the temple. How to do seva. Everything is how to put tilak. How to wear clothes. धोती कैसे choose करते हैं. कुर्ता कैसे choose करते हैं. साड़ी पहनना चाहिए. You know, Mataji is covering their hair in public. All those things are there, which are, I feel, very, very important. Vaishnava Etiquette Manual. So in that Vaishnava Etiquette Manual, the definition of opulent clothing is given. What is opulent clothing for us, for devotees? The clothes should be simple and they should be clean. Bas, two criteria. Clothes, if they are simple dhoti kurta, a simple sari, clothes should be simple and they should be clean. They should be washed. What is the modern culture? Jeans. Purani jeans or guitar. मोहल्ले की वो छत और मेरे यार. What is the jeans का philosophy? Anybody knows? What is the jeans का philosophy? You never have to wash it. उसको हफ्ते में एक बार, 2 हफ्ते में एक बार धोने का. वही, वी हैव डन दैट व्हेन आई वाज इन कॉलेज. वो जीन्स पहनो एवरीडे, वो ट्यूशंस के लिए वही जीन्स, वंस इन अ वीक देन यू पुट इट फॉर वॉश. वो जीन्स का ऐसा रहता है कि वो समझते नहीं है गंदी है कि धोती. यू कैनॉट डू लाइक दैट. You wear it once and it's going to look crumpled. You cannot wear it again. You have to wash it or iron it, or at least fold it. When Radheshyam Prabhu came home, uh, every time when he came home, we have noticed this, that he just washes his clothes and he opens them up and dries them. And वैसे ही जो he dries them पूरा खोल के, so that the creases go away. Iron भी नहीं करते. He just washes his clothes every day and wears them. Doesn't even iron. That is also sense gratification. मतलब, not faulting anybody who is ironing, but he has kept his life so simple to minimize prapanch. Minimize all this, material things. No need of ironing also. Thick है उनका धोती कुर्ता, so उसको अच्छा fall है. उसको wash it, and when it is little bit wet, you put it for drying, and when it comes out, it is almost as good as, there are not so many creases. It looks nice and decent. So simple and clean is the definition of. बाबा जी से याद आ रहा था, एक प्रभुपाद डिसाइपल है वृंदावन में. ही इज वेरी वेरी ग्रेट साधु, एंड I had gone to meet him in 2019. So he said, how did you come to Vrindavan? I said, I have come for Kartik Yatra. My Guru Maharaj is giving classes in Vrindavan. Just 2019 Kartik. So I said, Baba ji, aap bhi aiye, please come. So he said, okay, I will come. Chalo. Now he wears only, unke paas, he doesn't even have a markin. So he only wears a gamcha. Gamcha means towel. टॉवेल ही पहनते हैं. 3-4 लाख नाम जपते हैं, राधा कुंड में रहते हैं. दिन में 3 बार राधा कुंड स्नान, राधा कुंड परिक्रमा. प्रभुपाद डिसाइपल, वेरी वेरी अमेजिंग साधु. सो आई सेड, एंड ऊपर कुछ नहीं. सो सिर्फ एक ऐसा टॉवेल बस. सो कोपिन एंड टॉवेल, 2 ही कपड़े हैं. वेरी सिंपल ही स्टेज. सो आई सेड, प्रभु जी, because I thought what will devotees think if I bring him in the pandal where there are 7,000-8,000 devotees. So then I said, Baba ji, kuch, dhoti maybe and chadar. So he said, okay. बेचारे तो उन्होंने धोती पहनी and chadar ली. And then later on he was saying that I was feeling like such a sense gratifier to wear a dhoti after so many years. He said when in Sharanagati Ashram in near Vancouver, Canada, he's from there, वहाँ पे he lived many years, did service as a brahmachari in ISKCON. So that time I used to wear धोती. बट नाउ धोती विद ऐसा सामने प्लीट्स, पीछे प्लीट्स, उसको अच्छे से मेजर करके देखो, फोल्ड करो, टक करो. सो ऑल दैट सीम्स लाइक सच अ प्रपंच, सच अ एक्ट ऑफ सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन. सो सी, दिस इज सिंप्लिसिटी, दैट दे आर सो सिंपल दैट इवन धोती, व्हिच फॉर अस इज, अरे धोती पहना सो सिंपल, बेचारा साधु बन गया. व्हेन वी वेयर धोती, घर के लोग क्या बोलते हैं, अरे बाप रे बाप, तो डॉक्टर होके धोती पहनता है, बहुत ही साधु आदमी है. For that sadhu, dhoti is prapanch. Dhoti is like he's wearing a tuxedo. So, Hare Krishna, to each his own. But this is simplicity. So he says, clothing का requirement क्या है? The only requirement is it should cover the body. It should be clean and free from unpleasant odor. So it should be simple and it should be washed. Food is faultless when it is pure and nutritious. But when you only care whether it tastes good, you don't even consider whether it is pure or not. It should but taste good. Usme then there are so many preservatives, so many artificial flavors. We think that is very good. No, that is not good. Simple ingredients are very good, nutritious and pure, mode of goodness. Wine and meat are naturally impure, and a civilization based upon consumption of such things, wine and meat, is simply a society dedicated to sin. What passes as Sabhyata, civilization at present, is the culture of Kali Yuga. Babaji Maharaj says, Digambar, have you forgotten the civilization of the Muslim emperors? Just consider the manners with which people sit in the court of a Muslim emperor. How politely they speak, and with such proper etiquette. Shri Advaita Das Babaji Maharaj. That is only worldly conduct. How deficient is a man really if he does not abide by these external formalities? Brother, you have served in the Muslim government for so long that you have become partial to that type of civilization. In reality, human life only becomes civilized when it is sinless. Tettu antagatam papam jananam punya karmam. Tedvandva mohan nirmukta bharate mam dirdavrata. Civilization becomes civilization when it becomes sinless. The so-called advancement of civilization in Kali Yuga simply means an increase in sinful activity. That is nothing but hypocrisy. Nothing but hypocrisy. So we should not be impressed by how nice people have, what is it called? Who is that? Siri, who obeys all the commands in the house. That you say, hey, do this, do that.
Alexa.
Huh?
Alexa.
Alexa, that do this, do that, and they do. We should not be impressed by all these things. I remember once Sripad Mukundatta Prabhu had come, and I had got the service to take him to a dentist in Atlanta. So we took, and it was a very modern facility. They took 3D X-rays, and everything was very clean, taka-tak, so the dental hygienist and everybody was so professional and spick and span. Everything was, they'll give you a little cup to rinse your mouth, then they'll put something in your mouth, suck out all the water. You don't even have to make the effort of spit it. It's very nice. And he's bichara coming from Vrindavan. So many years he has lived in Vrindavan. So I was thinking, what he is going to feel. And then afterwards, when I asked him, he literally held my hand and he said, I really miss Vrindavan. He said, वहाँ पे जो dentist है, बिल्कुल simple है बेचारे, but I really miss that simplicity of Vrindavan. I miss that dentist of Vrindavan. उधर ये सब sophistication नहीं है, 3D digital X-rays नहीं है उनके पास, but they do it with so much love. They say Radhe Radhe. He was almost in tears. He said, when we go, they say Radhe Radhe. He said, यहाँ पे, I really miss that. So that is real civilization, my dear friends, where there is simplicity, there is genuineness in relationships, not hiding your feelings. If I were you, maybe leave 15 minutes before. ऐसा सीधा सीधा बोलो ना, you don't be late from tomorrow, this is not good. Come on time. But anyway, it's okay. It's for politeness, but that is not, we should not be impressed by these things. We should not be impressed by these things. We should be impressed with that Babaji who felt that dhoti is prapanch. So इतनी बड़ी धोती, सर इसमें तो मेरा पूरा ड्रेस हो जाएगा, like Sanatan Goswami, एक धोती में 4 कपड़े. So why should you wear such a big dhoti just to cover and look nice? So anyway, some thoughts. So Jaiva Dharma is very beautiful. It gives us a new vision to look at things in life. So I hope this discussion was okay. It's 1 hour, so we'll stop. Shri Jaiva Dharma ki jai. Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahashay ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. So dear devotees, you like the PowerPoint wala this better, or this is better for you? You tell me. Whatever, I'm here to serve you all. So whatever works for you, that I will do. Kirsa Sundari Mataji?
This is very good, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yeah, because we can do with our own books.
It has a sedative effect on me.
Everybody should have a book, because with the book, when you are reading and we read along with you, it's very interactive. It feels like we are in the session.
ठीक है, तो फिर ऐसे करेंगे. Thank you. Ajay Govind Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Also, Prabhuji, Srinivas Prabhu in India has opted, or offered that they are distributing the books, and if anybody needs a copy of the Jaiva Dharma, they will be very willing to, let them know. I will share his number and the message which he has posted in the Jaiva Dharma group. So if anybody wants a hard copy, they can use, and then you are also going to send the soft copy. Prabhuji,
group में नहीं.
I know. Yeah. So anybody who needs can contact you.
Contact.
Prabhuji, I just was a little curious to know the reaction of the lady when you said that you will not be able to provide the prescription to the behavior.
I love you became I hate you. She became so angry. She filed a complaint against me in the hospital that I was racially discriminating against her. हमारे ऐसी बात भी नहीं हुई. And so much so that she used a bad word at me, and we had to call security. So that I love you became a very bad word, which I cannot even say. She yelled at me for that. And then the nurses, they immediately called security, and she was escorted out of the hospital. So see that I love you, beautiful skin, beautiful perfume, and beautiful eyes suddenly became I hate you, and cussed me out completely. So this is material life.
Sorry, Prabhu, to hear that. And as you were saying that, internally the consciousness is a little different, and outside people talk so softly, like you were giving the example of the person that if I would have been you, I would have started little early. Or when it comes to dealing, they really mean they really show what they internally are. So they will do backstabbing, and in front they will speak good about you, and in the back they will go and tell all the bad things about you. This happens in everywhere. I've seen that too. So I can relate to what you were explaining and what we were reading today.
Yes, Prabhuji. And Vaishnavism means we have to overcome these tendencies. We don't want to be like this. We want to be Saralta hi Vaishnava. So thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prahladananda Prabhu and then Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Danvat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare
Dear,
Krishna.
such a nice class. My opinion is half. PPTs and some interaction, if you could do that. I like PPTs in the sense that, it keeps me focused there. That's how I feel. And, so I'm just requesting, and you go by majority. So if you could, I really, get focused when there are PPT. That's a personal kind of this thing. But, anyway, overall, we get much more grasp of the subject and follow up the sequence. When we are not on the focus like that, who is doing what, who is raising his hand, who is doing what, it kind of distracts when you are in the gallery like that. So I was just expressing my view, if you would consider, but whichever is the majority, I would just. So, that was my opinion about the PPTs and interactions like that. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji and then Shrikant Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this wonderful class. It was very nice. I felt like seeing a drama. Thank you so much. I got into the scene very nicely. Usually, when we read alone, also sometimes we involve like this. But today it was very nice reading with you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
And one more thing, Prabhuji, in this last page we read 188, there was a statement where dishonesty means uncivilized. Like, I'm just trying, I just lost that line. Yeah, when he adopts the path of dishonesty, he desires to appear civilized and to please others by sweet words, but internally he remains addicted to deception and wicked deeds. What you describe as civilization has no good qualities because truthfulness and simplicity are really the only good qualities. So can you give some examples, some clarity on when we develop Vaishnava qualities, when a devotee develops Vaishnava qualities, all these things come, it's been expected to be so simple, self-controlled, all those things. But here this statement says it is dishonesty in case of being so much sweet and so is it how to understand? Can you give some example or some scenario and explain how will be a true devotee in such a situation?
So see, in material life, I'll give you a recent example that I encountered. There was certain patient and with certain ethnicity, no details, and there was a co-worker. So this co-worker was, so we sit in the physician lounge, and after seeing all the patients, we put their orders, we type out their daily notes, and we call families, update them. That's what we do after rounding. So he was calling the patient's family and explaining everything, answering their questions, and they were a little bit trying his patience, asking repetitive questions, and he did a very professional job of staying calm and answering everything, repeating. And then when he put the phone down, my God, I was shocked. He was like expletives. He was criticizing them based on their um, this was many years ago, but criticizing them based on certain characteristics, certain habits, based on their local culture, and based on even their political affiliation. And there are two political affiliations in US, mainly Democratic and Republican, and it was very very pungent. his words, I never expected that. And also, when I was working in a certain place, not where I'm working now, but this is all many years ago, when I was working in a certain place, people, when they would talk to me, they were very nice. And because they believed in a certain political ideology, when I left that place and I moved to another city, many of them contacted me on Facebook. In those days, I used to be on Facebook. And these were colleagues I had worked very closely with. So I accepted their friend request. And when I started reading their Facebook posts, I saw how much bitterness, how much hatred they have towards certain ideology, and or even towards immigrants. And I am an immigrant, but they never, I never caught that in my interactions with them, but they were extremely vocal on social media that this visa should be cancelled. Why the hell we are even saying that? Why do we need foreign trained doctors in our country? This is our land. Well, if you really think, they are also immigrants. They also came, Columbus and everyone. They also came. This land belonged to the Native Americans. But anyway, so they were. So this is called deception, where you hide your feelings and then you vent them. You think something else, you believe something else, but you show something else. This is duplicitousness, duplicity. And Vaishnavas should not be like that. Vaishnavas should not be like that. I'll give you an example. I don't know whether this, but maybe I should not. Maybe I will tell. It's okay. You're all devotees. Something to learn. So this was also, there were two friends, and both are preachers, and they serve in the same Bhakti Vriksha, same community. And different devotees by rotation, they host the programs. So one devotee was okay. So anyway, so basically we have to be very transparent, and we should not be duplicitous in our dealings with devotees. If we have made a mistake, it is better to just admit it and move on, rather than portraying ourselves as very pure. And I don't want to get into this, Mataji, because Radha came. So so anyway, but yeah, in Vaishnava dealing, we have to be very saral. Saralta hi Vaishnavata, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said. So I don't know what your question was and what I answered, but in material life, there is a lot of deception, Mataji. We are two-faced. We show one face, but then we have another face. जैसे कहते हैं ना कि elephant has two sets of teeth, the tusks to show, and then he has teeth to eat the banana also. So we are two-faced in this material world. But Vaishnavata means to be one. Whatever is in our heart, we should be very straightforward in our dealings, and we have to do it Satyam Bruhat, Priya Bruhat. We should speak the truth, but we should speak it in a pleasing way also. But yes, Vaishnava life is very different. Ya Nisha Sarvabhutani Tasyam Jagrati Samyami. Material life and spiritual life are just the opposite. In material life, we saw that example, how people can manipulate just to. I'll give you one example that just came in my mind. We were buying one house, and suddenly things just got out of hand and it became very expensive, and I wanted to back out. We had paid some deposit money in the beginning and I wanted to back out. So then I told them that I want to cancel this deal. I don't want to buy this house. And the builder, he said, now he thought maybe I will not get another customer who will be willing to pay the full price and buy the house. So he told me, no, why you don't want to buy? I said, it's out of my budget. I cannot spend so much money. So he said, oh, don't worry. I will give you a very good website and you will get excellent loan on that website. So I said, really? He said, yes. And he told me some website called, he said, you just go to Google and type hard loans, and you will get a very good deal there. And later on, when I asked another devotee friend, they said, don't even go to that website. They will give you loans, and then the next thing you'll see people at your doorstep, paisa vasool karne ke liye, or then they will give such a phenomenally high interest rate. All your life you'll be paying interest only. You'll never be able to get rid of that loan. So now he gave me, I'm telling him that I cannot afford this. This is too expensive for me. And he said, oh man, as a friend, brother, I'll give you an advice. You go to this website and get a loan from there. It will be instantly approved. So he gave me such a wrong advice just so that he can make a profit. You see, this is an example that I myself have experienced in my life. I asked him, in good faith, that really it's out of my budget. I want to cancel. You can keep that deposit that I gave you, but I want to cancel this deal. He said, no, go ahead, close, buy the house, go to this hardloans.com and get your loan there. So this is one example of how material life is full of deception. You cannot trust them. And devotees also, we have to be careful, my dear friends. Not every devotee is a pure devotee. And deception can be done by people who are wearing tilak and wearing kanthimala also. We have to be careful. Advancement is not based on initiated or not. Advancement is not based on second initiation, third initiation, or advancement is not based on varna or ashram. Advancement is not based on whether one is a preacher or not, whether one is a temple president or congregation director. Those things are external. Real spiritual advancement depends on how much closer we are with Krishna, how much we have realized Krishna, and how much we have the Vaishnava qualities. It is guna karma vibhaga. It is based on our gunas, how many Vaishnava qualities we have developed, not based on the position and power that we have. So Sugriv was the king, Hanuman was his minister, but Hanumanji was more advanced than Sugriv. So even devotees, we should not put blind faith. Sorry to say this, but hundreds of times I have seen this. Sometimes devotees, they have some very, very unreal idea that devotee means everybody is a pure devotee. And I can put full trust, I can trust. And then things happen and their faith is broken. They are disillusioned and heartbroken. And then they feel that this process doesn't work. Devotee, okay, how can they do like this? Initiated hai Prabhuji. 30 saal se bhakti mein hai. How can they behave like that? How can they do this? Yes, they will do this. Because being 30, 40 years in Krishna consciousness doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. Oh, if you see from point of view, he's not, he came to Krishna consciousness maybe 13, 14 years ago. But he's so advanced. He's so advanced. I came so many years before, but kuch bhi nahi, idhar hi baitha hu. I am just rowing the boat, jiske anchors are stuck in the ground, not moving anywhere. Devotees came afterwards and आगे निकल गए सब. So years in Krishna consciousness doesn't mean anything. How much we are serving Krishna, how much we are respecting the devotees, how many Vaishnava qualities we have. Shantir avyartha kalatvam viraktir. This verse is the parameter on which we have to judge ourselves. Shantir, avyartha kalatvam, viraktir, mana shunyata, ashabaddham, samutkantha, nama gane sada ruchi, asaktistat gunakyane, pritistat vasati sthale. These are the qualities. To the degree we are developing these qualities, to that degree we are advancing. And such devotees we have to put our faith in. So I wish everybody was a pure devotee. Like Srila Bhakti Tirth Swami Maharaj, in his Vyas Puja offering to Srila Prabhupada in 2004, he wrote, Srila Prabhupada, I wish I could stand and tell you today, everything is good in your ISKCON. But the fact is, Prabhupada, wherever I travel, devotees are not chanting their initiated devotees are not able to chant their 16 rounds regularly. If you go to any temple and you tell the devotees, raise your hand in the last 1 year who has missed 16 rounds, initiated devotees, I will guarantee you many hands will go up. And if you ask strictly how many devotees have followed the 4 regulative principles in the last 1 year, and how many devotees have not committed Vaishnava Aparadh? Hare Krishna. So, Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj said, everywhere I go, I feel devotees, they may be distributing books, but they have no taste to read the books. They tell like that. They confess. Prabhuji, please help. We don't have taste in reading Prabhupada's books. We are just doing service, but we are not anywhere closer to Krishna than what we were 6 years ago, 7 years ago. So, Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj said, where I go, sometimes I see husband and wife don't get along. Somewhere I see husband is not a devotee, wife is a fired up devotee. Or the husband is a fired up devotee, wife मारती है husband को. ऐसा भी है. देखा है, सुना है. And the children are watching. And some place husband and wife are sincere devotees, but बच्चे एकदम फालतू. They break the regulative principles. They have no interest in Krishna consciousness. They are just spending their parents' money. Parents dukhi hai because of their children. Sometimes I see that the parents are not being served. Parents are being disrespected by the children. Sometimes I see husband and wife are both in Krishna consciousness, but they don't have any money. Severe financial problems are there. Job nahi hai, visa nahi hai. They are struggling, bichare. Or job is very far away. Pis rahe hai material world mein. Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj said, my heart breaks, Prabhupada, when I see this. Especially when I see devotees, they are not able to advance in their Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada, today I pray, let all the sins, all the aparadhs of all these devotees fall upon my head and let me suffer for them. But let them make advancement in Krishna consciousness. Let me suffer, but let them make advancement in Krishna consciousness. Let all their obstacles come into my life and let their life become obstacle free. उनके कृष्णा कॉन्स में जो भी बाधाएं हैं सब हट जाए. He prayed like that, and within 3 months he was diagnosed with melanoma. Yes, he could not see the next Vyas Puja. Within 6 months he was gone. 6-7 months, maybe 8 months after that. Vyas Puja is in August, na? Nandotsav. He left his body in the summer, May or June. May. So I don't know what you had asked and what I spoke, but I hope there is some clarification. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Arvind Prabhu, last question. It's quite late.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
this Digambar Upadhyaya is mentioned about bogus philosophy.
Chattopadhyaya.
Chattopadhyaya. Sorry. That he mentioned this bogus philosophy that from Devi all the Trimurtis come. And this is very common philosophy throughout India. Is there any basis for this? Any scriptural basis of the many misinterpretation of the Shastras? From where this has come?
So actually,
how-
this will be explained in the chapter later on by Sri Advaita Das, Babaji Maharaj. He will explain. Actually, the Shakti is only one. Radha Purna Shakti. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shakti Man. Dui Vastu Bheda Nahi, Shastra Praman. There is one Shakti, and from that Shakti, everything comes. Ladini Shakti, Samvit Shakti, Sandhini Shakti, Tatastha Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti. All these Shaktis, they come. Kriya Shakti, Kal Shakti, all these energies, they come from that one Shakti, that is Srimati Radharani. So when we say that mother is the source of all the jivas, in one sense that is true, but that mother is Srimati Radharani. So this will be explained later on in the chapter. And mother is never separate from the father. Srimati Radharani is never without Krishna. So Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shakti Man, Dui Vastu Bheda Nahi, Shastra Praman. Chaitanya Charitamrita is unparalleled scripture. Where will we go without Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita? Such a wonderful explanation. So is that okay, Prabhuji? You understand now? That there
Yeah,
is a
I
there is
got that one.
Ah.
Yeah. My question is like, when they say that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh has come from Mother Durga, that is the point I was asking.
So
Why
Prabhuji,
people?
Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they are all incarnations, not of Durga. They are all incarnations of Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam is the Praman. And these people, they have misinterpreted certain scriptures, or certain scriptures that are meant to elevate the consciousness of people who are at a very low level of consciousness. There are certain scriptures meant for them. No? There are 18 Puranas. 6 are for elevating people in the mode of Tamogun. 6 Puranas meant to elevate people in the Rajogun. And 6 Puranas meant to elevate people in the Sattvagun. But Srimad Bhagavatam is not a Puran. Srimad Bhagavatam is Mahapuran, because it has all the 10 topics nicely described. It is Amala Puran. Sarva Vedanta Saramhi Shri Bhagavatam Ishyate. Tadra Samratatasya Nanatra Rati Kochit. One who has tasted the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam will not find taste, Rati, in anything else. Because Sarva Vedanta Sarami Shri Bhagavatam Ishyate. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the Pramanam Amalam. It is the highest Praman. And these people quote from different tamasic, tantric scriptures and misinterpret them and come up with this bogus philosophy. How Durga Devi can be source of Vishnu? Bhagavatam clearly says that Krishna commanded her that go and do this work. Transfer Balramji from the womb of Devaki into the womb of Rohini. And if Krishna is coming from Durga, how Krishna can command? How Durga Devi can take the form of the younger sister? Vasudev's youngest daughter was Subhadra Devi, who is the Shakti. And so many instances are there. Durga Devi bowing down to Gauranga Mahaprabhu at Simanta Dweep and taking the dust from Mahaprabhu's feet and putting it on her head. Simanta Dweep. So all that will be explained in this chapter, Prabhuji. But these people who quote so many scriptures, scriptures are Nigama Kalpataru. They are like desire trees. If someone wants to prove that Ganpati is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they will quote, what is that? There's my mother chants. Mummy hai ka? What is that? Sahas nahi kaitari. She chants. So if you see there, it said that Ganesh is Param Brahma. So similarly, you read Shiva Puran, you will start thinking that Lord Shiva is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You read about Devi, you will start thinking that Devi is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because Nigama Kalpataru. Nigama, the Vedic literature, is Kalpataru. There are books to cater to and elevate the consciousness of different levels of devotees. But can there be a higher discussion than the discussion between Maharaj Parikshit and Shukdev Goswami? Such high-class people, such high-class personalities. So therefore, Savai Pumsa, Parodharma. There are many dharmas. You can do your Ishtadev, your Kuladev, Upasana, you can do so many things. But highest is Srimad Bhagavatam. Parodharmo yato bhakti radhokshaje. So in Vedas, so many things are described. Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Krishna says that there are many things in Vedas that are under the Karma Kand section. So leave that. You come to the essence. that Sarva Vedanta Sarami Shri Bhagavatam Ishit. And Bhagavatam's message is Etecham Sakalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagwan. So Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mrident Yuge Yuge. From Krishna everything comes. Ishvara Parama Krishna. So Brahmaji is saying, Shivji is saying, Rudra Geet, so many beautiful prayers to Krishna. Shankar Bhagwan is offering. When Vrikasura attacks, he is taking help from Krishna for protection. We just finished reading Sagar Manthan Leela. Shivji has offered such beautiful prayers to Lord Vishnu. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest Praman, and all the great authorities like Ambarish Maharaj, the Dwadasha Mahajans, 12 Mahajans, they are all saying that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All of them are Krishna Bhaktas. Swayambhuva Manu, Bhishma Dev, Janak Maharaj, Brahmaji, Shivji, Prahlad, Narad, they're all Krishna Bhaktas. None of them is Ganpati Bhakta. None of them is Durga Bhakta. None of them is Shiva Bhakta. Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Mahadev himself, the greatest Devata, Mahadev, is himself Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. He is himself a Vaishnava. What bigger proof is required? And his wife is called Vaishnavi, Vaishnava Devi. She is Vaishnavi. One of the names of Durga Devi is Vaishnavi. So he is Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. He is the greatest Vaishnava. His wife is Vaishnavi. He is saying Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranam Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. So therefore we need acharyas to teach us. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught this very clearly. Wherever he went, he converted everyone into Krishna Bhakti. So is that okay, Prabhuji?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Atharva Shirsha. Atharva Shirsha. You see, there it is said that Ganpati is Param Brahma. So like that, there are many scriptures. Tarko Pratishta Shrutoyo Vibhinna. Shrutoyo Vibhinna. There are scriptures that say so many different things. For so many
Should we even bother preaching them, the Shaktas? It's a waste of time preaching them.
So, yes, Prabhuji, we have to choose. If it's going to be Tarko Pratishta, if it is going to be just Tarka, we should not waste time. My Guru Maharaj says we have to triage. We have to triage. Vishwanath Prabhu, you know what is triage. Triage means when a person comes, we see who requires immediate attention, who can wait. You go with a strep throat to the ER, they will probably make you, if the ER is busy, they will make you wait 3-4 hours because it's not anymore. Nothing will happen in 3-4 hours. But if a stroke patient comes, stroke alert, boom, everything is just, forget everything. They have to do it immediately. Immediately they will be taken in, immediately CT scan, immediately neurologic consult, immediately medicine will be given. Same for a STEMI. If there's a severe heart attack, everything, trauma patient comes, immediately there will be care given. And the strep throat guy will be sitting outside. So this is called triage. Triage means one who is hungry for Krishna consciousness, my Guru Maharaj says. One who is hungry for Krishna, unko pilao. जो सा तर्क करने वाले, टाइम पास करने वाले, they are going to come and argue with you and then post a video on YouTube how ISKCON devotees distributing books are bogus. अरे ऐसे लोगों से क्यों time waste करना? Don't waste time with them. Time is precious. Like our Shri Advaita Das Babaji Maharaj, he's devising plan कैसे छुटकारा पाऊं ये दिगंबर से, कैसे भगाओ इसको यहाँ से. First he invited him very invitingly, thinking कि maybe he has adopted Vaishnava Dharma. But when he saw that he is a Dveshi, then we have to do upeksha. We have to neglect them. Okay, Prabhuji?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
So we'll stop here. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Bhakti Vinod Thakur Mahashay ki jai. Shri Jaiva Dharma ki jai. Nitai Gaur.
Hare.